Hi everyone and welcome. In this video, we will see getting started card with NORVI ESP32 based industrial HMI with Arduino IDE software. Now, as this HMI is based on the ESP32 board, we can program this HMI using Arduino IDE, Platform IO, as well as MicroPython. But we are going to getting start in this video with the Arduino IDE. Okay, how you can set up your Arduino IDE and how you can upload your first two example in your ESP32 based industrial HMI. So here you can see I have already installed the Arduino in my system. Now what you have to do is you have to first install ESP32 board and then after one library. Now the same thing is available on the documentation page. So here you can see getting started with NORVI ESP32 HMI. So you can visit this documentation page. I will provide this link in the description of this video. Now you can scroll down and here you can see install the Arduino IDE and then after add ESP32 boards in your Arduino IDE using this package link. Okay, and you can install ESP32 board up to version 2.0.9, but in the documentation they have used version 2.0.4. so the same ESP32 board version I have used in my system. So if I open the Arduino IDE and if I go to boards manager and if I search for ESP32, then here you can see version 2.0.4 is installed. Okay, so this is the same version which you have to install in your system to program this NORVI ESP32 based industrial HMI. After that, you have to scroll down and you have to install GFX library for Arduino. Okay, and you have to install version 1.2.9. So let's search for GFX library for Arduino in the library manager. So GFX library for Arduino. Okay, now once you search for GFX library for Arduino, you will have the second option, GFX library for Arduino by Moon on Our Nation. So this is the one which you have to install, but you have to make sure that you install the version 1.2.9. okay, so here you have to select version 1.2.9 and then you have to press install. Okay, we have successfully installed the library. Now our Arduino is ready to program this industrial HMI, okay, which is based on ESP32. Now you can navigate to the documentation page, and if you scroll down, then here is the first example program, okay, which display NORVI controller on the main screen, and here is the second example program which display the clock on the main screen. So I have already opened the first example and here is the second example. So I'm going to copy the first example and I'm going to paste to our Arduino. And then in the tools menu, you have to select few settings, okay, which you can find in the documentation page. So you have to select board ESP32 S3 development module. I have already selected ESP32 S3 development module. Then after, you have to select flash mode QIO 80 MHz. So you have to go to tools and here you can see flash mode QIO 80 MHz, flash size 16 MB. Flash size 16 MB. Then after partition scheme, default 4 MB with 1.5 MB SPI FFS. Okay, default 4 MB with 1.5 MB SPI FFS, and PSRAM we have to select OPI PSRAM. Okay, so that is the 4 setting you have to select in the tools menu, and then after you can click on verify button or you can say compile button, and once you compile this code successfully, you can upload this code to your NORVI ESP32 based industrial HMI. Okay, so we have successfully compiled this code. Now what we'll do is we will upload this code to our board. Okay, so we have successfully uploaded the code. Now here on the camera, you can see we are successfully able to see the example output of the first program, okay, which is NORVI controller on our main screen. Okay, and if you want to change that, then you can change that in this program. Okay, here you can see NORVI controller, so you can change this line, okay, and you can print whatever you want to print. Now we are going to upload the second example, which is clock example. So here is the INO file for the clock example. I'm going to copy the data. Okay, we'll paste that here and we will compile. Okay, so there are no error in the code. So now we can upload this code to our industrial HMI. Okay, so we have successfully uploaded the code. Now here on the camera, you can see our clock example is working fine. Okay, so this is how you can set up your Arduino IDE to program the NORVI ESP32 based industrial HMI. Okay, and right now we have only used the Arduino GFX library to program this HMI. We can also use LVGL to create interactive graphics to control the equipments using this HMI. Okay, so everything we are going to cover in the future videos. This is just an getting started guide to work with the NORVI ESP32 based industrial HMI with Arduino IDE. So we have set up the Arduino IDE, we have set up our board, we have set up the GFX library. Now in the future videos, we are going to set up the LVGL libraries and everything, and we are going to upload the LVGL example in this HMI. So I hope this thing is clear, and I will provide this documentation page link as well as first and second example link in the description of this video. Okay, so you can directly navigate to these links and you can directly start programming with NORVI ESP32 based industrial HMI. So let's meet in the future videos, and if you have any question or any doubt in this, then you can always ping me on Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, anywhere. Otherwise, we'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye and thank you.